crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of your women.
The penetrator. Come on, look, because I always went the farthest into the target, goddammit. Libya, Tunisia, Lebanon. It was me, pal. I was always first in, last out.
This thing doesn't want to show itself. It wants to hide inside an imitation. It'll fight if it has to. But it's vulnerable out in the open.
Its blood was on the leaves.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Good evening, everybody. It is the late show back on Mornings of Mischief. Yeah, I know, what a conundrum. A late show on a morning show. Snowdub's on his way. He says he'll be right there. He said it right there. Woot woot. What is going on, everybody? Vic, what is up, brother? He says Snowdub raid. Thank you so much for the Snowdubbers coming in to raid the late show. This is the Peaches and Cream edition with your special guest host, Monkey Draws. We love you, Monkey. Don't hate me because it's
I started it. You can blame me tonight.
Which one is Mackinac, the peaches or the cream?
Or both.
Yeah. Or both.
I'm looking at the top two. I am looking at the top two on this screen. I blame both of y'all. Okay. I'm looking at both of y'all. All right.
So he's looking at you, Loki. Who's
exactly.
The other one?
It's not my fault.
Oh, really?
Why do I always get blamed?
I'm the problem. It's me.
Why do I always get blamed? Oh, Makini, who's so big and strong. Black Condor returns for his peaches and cream. Anyway.
The
buzzer.
You gotta be on my blast. This ain't gotta be on either. Okay. Okay.
That's a
Oh my god.
that's a hell of a greeting from the gay bay right there.
Right? Mariella, it's so good to see everybody. Let me welcome everybody in. Akimi Mara is here. I saw oh my god, I saw Daryl in here earlier. I don't know if he's still here. Dude, I sent you an invite. I don't know if you wanted to come on or not. So many invites go out. I try and send everybody I can an invite. Skull Disney Sheepherder. What is up, brother? Skull and tuck and roll, bro. We're still waiting on the tuck and roll part to get to the show. Because he just
We're just tucking now.
yeah, we're just tucking right now. Ironcaster, the younger Culture Casino, Culture Casino's nephew, son-in-law, spawn, clone, baby self. I don't know. What is up, brother? How are you doing?
Oh, we're going. I thought I'd roll on into here. We made it through the week, and apparently there's a Ghostbusters movie out.
Apparently, and the critics hate it, and it's getting good. But it's getting good fan reviews.
I loved it.
Oh, really?
Awesome.
So some people are not. Some people don't like it. Some people like it.
You know, it's interesting that most people are just arguing over the merits of the movie as a movie and not about all the other stuff we've had to complain about for a long time.
How to do, Buckaroo?
Yeah.
Hello.
Snowed up, you better hurry.
Too late. You snooze, you lose.
It's been a while. Everybody's excited to be here.
Right. Yeah, no, it'll be bad when the co-host can't get in due to capacity.
Oh, he said he's on his way. Holy crap! It's good to see everybody, guys. It's good to be back. I tell you what, I when Mike called me. God, it was I think after the Tuesday morning show, and he was like, are you gonna be okay? Are you gonna be able to do it tomorrow? Because I can't help you tomorrow. I was like, I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna try. And I got booed down on Tuesday. It was a shit show last week. The end of last week was so crappy, and it just wouldn't stop. It just wouldn't stop all the way through the weekend and into the beginning of the week, to where literally I was trying to do the show, and this guy calls me in the middle of hacking up a lung in the bathroom and is like, dude, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it. Just go. So big thank you. So many people looking out for the show. Thank you so very much, guys. You guys are the best. I couldn't ask for better people. Couldn't ask for a better family. Soda Man to 3-way with El Perro. Give him a break, Loki. Yeah. No.
That's just that was a low blow.
I think he likes it.
Yeah. Perro doesn't know how to lick. How do you know that? No one's saying anything. Everybody's just
muted.
Nobody wants to touch it.
I was just thinking, like, I'm not touching that.
I ain't touching that.
No touchy.
Snooze, you lose. Gary's here. What is up, Jaguri?
Gary.
Yeah, sorry guys, I was having technical issues, and I'm here now.
Due to technical difficulties, Jagiri will be late this morning or this afternoon or this.
So are we live?
Whatever
Oh, we are live.
Geary.
Yes, Jagiri.
Geary.
Fuck you guys, say my name over and over again. Geary.
It's Geary. Geary. Good to see you, Geary.
Geary.
Gurry is my one of my best friends from Virginia would call me Gurry. Hey, Gurry.
There's so many ways to say your name.
Chef.
There's a plethora of names. You have a plethora of names.
Pizza Gurry.
What
the fuck are you doing?
Hurdy.
Bork. Okay. Who passed out the weed brownies?
We gonna cook a chicken with the jury.
With the juices. And the irony is, all the Swedes agree that he doesn't sound Swedish, he sounds Norwegian.
There's a great clip I've got to play on my hockey show of Lundqvist. He's the only guy that can understand the Swedish chef, so the goalie. Lundqvist, New York Rangers goalie.
He has enough head injuries.
He's the only one that can stand. He's the only one that can understand the Swedish chef, and they all get on that. It's quite funny.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So what's the subject tonight?
Oh, we're talking whatever. It's an open bar, Gary.
It's an open back door, Gary. Open back door.
So has anyone else seen Ghostbusters?
I'm seeing it tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I'm saw it, Loki.
Too.
Yeah, I saw it.
Did you like
I
it?
talked to Tom because he saw it 2 days ago, and he had problems with it, but he liked it. He's going to go back and see it again, I think tomorrow.
Awesome.
To kind of see if he can rectify some of the problems he had.
How many
Mr.
popcorn
H,
buckets is he up to with this
Mr.
thing
H
now?
hated it.
Someone gave 2016 a better score than I can't remember who it was. I know I saw it, I think yesterday. Someone gave it a higher score. 2016 got a higher score than this one. And I was like, yeah, no, sorry.
Did we take them outside and beat them with a wet Dylan Mulvaney?
Yeah, see, Tom's already seen it, but he's going to go back. You were telling me earlier, Tom, that you're going to go back and see it again to kind of rectify the problems you had with it.
Well, he didn't spot the gay coding, you see, so.
And I always spot it. Like first
Tom's
thing,
not good at that.
I've got really good gaydar. Gay people have good gaydar. That's what I was told.
So we told Tom he needs to learn the gay code.
I'm gay from my girlfriend.
Asking now shall receive, Papa, because you already had one. So
I posted earlier that Frozen Empire has a terrible score with the establishment critics, but it's got 85% right now on the audience score. And that's with 250 plus viewers who have seen it. We'll see. Give it a week, see what that score is. The audience score is the only one I trust.
Yeah,
but
I liked it better than Afterlife.
I enjoyed Afterlife, but it had too many member berries for me, and it started bugging me.
Disney Sheepherder just threw out 5 Loki's Mornings of Mischief memberships. Brother, thank you so very much. Snowdub has become a member.
Disney Sheepherder did that last night on our channel.
Vic has been gifted a membership. Limongaba has been gifted a membership. Mary Ellen Newworth has been gifted a membership. And Forget You. What an awesome name. I love that. Forget You. Gifted a membership. Disney Sheepherder is the man. Thank you so very much, bro. Jagiri is right. Disney Sheepherder is absolutely positive.
Absolutely. Dolan knows memberships out. Good man. Good man.
Just gonna whip those out.
Whip it good.
Whip something out.
Yeah. Excuse me while I whip this out.
Yeah, it's like earlier Keith was, or not Keith, it was Admiral T goes, oh my God, he was asking him like, which one's bigger was the question that came out of his mouth. Which one's bigger? And I'm like, okay, where are we going with this? Like, don't start a question with those words.
Oh, well, and Boosh, of course, the man Boosh got Jagiri real good because he was like, Jagiri's so gay. Facehugger went after his ass instead of his face.
You saw that. That was funny as shit. I was like chuckling, going, God damn it, I love Boosh, man. That guy will fucking rip me one. But he's got such a terrible life. Can't cook worth a shit. He's a chef. I'm messing with him. Is he watching right now? Is he in the chat?
No idea. I know he was in here this morning. I don't think he's in here now.
So the book's going along nicely, Loki.
Nice.
The campaign's kind of fizzled out. I worried about that with using they're still new. You know, Luke's company is new with the whole Fund My Comics thing. So I think I've gone as far with that as I can. So I'm going to go back to Indiegogo to fund the remaining amount. They funded me. I'm fully funded.
Good deal.
So
Good deal.
Doing the work.
You're funded up the ass. You are. Yeah.
Oh, a wee bit. Yeah. But we still need to fund Richard, and then later we need to fund the printing. So
why am I hearing Jagiri and Highlander right now? Oh, don't talk nonsense, man. I peed my kilt the first time I went into battle. Jagiri pees his kilt all the time.
Sheep's bladder stuffed with heart and lungs.
I was just watching something with sheep in it again. Where
How they get to the bladder, you got to worry.
Oh, it was Michael Caine and Sean Connery in the movie The Man Who Would Be King. They trade their camels for a bunch of goats, and then they killed the goats and used them to inflate. They tied off the limbs and the butthole and everything, sewed it up, and then floated on them down a river.
Sorry, we were just talking about that, my wife and I, that film the other day.
Oh, it's a great movie.
It's weird how you mentioned it. Yeah, because we hadn't spoken about it for a while. It is a great movie.
Well, I postponed the Michael Caine because Michael Caine's birthday was last Thursday, previous Thursday, and I bumped the show to this Thursday, and Martin couldn't be there, and I just don't want to do the show without Martin being there to help back me up on him. So I bumped it to next Thursday, and it's allowing Anima to see more Michael Caine movies.
Oh, my name is Michael Caine.
So wait a minute. So they actually literally made a goat float.
Yeah, and it's actually something that's been done in ancient times. The Greeks and Romans would use them to inflate them, and they would fill them also with wine and shit like that.
It's pumping the air into them first that's the problem.
Yeah,
you got to learn how to do it. Sometimes it's a slow process.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Scotland tends to do it the old-fashioned way.
Got to bend them over and spread it just right.
Yeah,
they create it the same way queefs are created.
Except in reverse.
By the way, my favorite movie of all time for comedy is Me, Myself, and Irene. For many reasons, but for one particular reason, because it's the first movie to ever use the word pussy fart in a movie.
Okay.
LA Rose. LA Rose, welcome back to The Late Show. God help us all.
Papa Cotton's out there.
What? Shh. Yo, Dad went and got a butt on his chin.
This is the silent stream.
Yes.
This is
the silence of the hams. So come on, who
I
can
see
do the
Squeaka is here, Mary is here, Shellback, Ironclaster is here, Ironcaster, Daryl the Derelict. I got to squint to see these things even with my glasses.
Yeah.
Dave Bob is here.
It's because you're old.
And McKinney is here.
McKinney's got the night off, so he's like, I'm here, but I'm doing my thing. Right, Peaches?
Drawing titties.
Peaches.
No, just drawing Squeaka's lips.
Oh my!
You're just drawing Squeaka?
Yeah. What?
Oh, her avatar.
Why are you blowing me up? Oh, good. Oh my god, why? Oh god, okay, fine.
I just wish I had that
What
face
did I
placement
say?
in real life. I mean,
What did I say? I told you McKinney was drawing titties.
He can draw some big ears too.
He
Big old itties.
Major League Yabos and ears too.
Big old bitties.
Please put me on full screen, please.
Oh.
Please.
Some big old bitties with mahogany draws.
In the event of a water landing, Makini's drawings can be used as a flotation device.
Almost like a boat.
You can
Just
float
like
that down a river.
Holy shit.
I just like the placement I get when Makini draws me in a drawing. I always like the placement. It's like he knows me best.
He knows you're what? Oh, your best. Oh, sorry.
There's your breast.
Yeah.
Well,
For a second there.
Yeah.
just, you know.
Not a
He knows
thing, Subhuman 84. Not a thing.
He knows a lot of people's.
We never have enough of them, though.
that's why Makini draws more.
Saj likes the shoes. You're one of them.
There were shoes.
Huh. I don't get it. I just don't understand this whole like foot thing. I guess I've never. I don't know. It's like come to my OnlyFans and look at my feet, bitch.
Yeah.
Why do I want to go and look at some fucking nasty old feet?
Have you ever seen pictures of Steven Tyler's feet? He's got this. He's got this condition where his toes overlap, like they actually bend round each other.
Oh, I've seen people with that. That's weird.
Weirdest thing. Oh God, yeah.
No, but I've seen Brie Larson's feet.
Oh God.
Oh, they're pretty compared to Steve Tyler.
I knew that was coming.
He has like the most
You just had to go there.
toes. He really does.
Yeah.
Bizarre.
Went toe to toe on this.
Yeah. Leave it to Ironcaster.
Going to vomit.
Yeah.
I regret
Well,
nothing.
Chin Chin, do carry on with your mad time.
I got that clip.
I was going to say, tell us the movie, Gary.
Oh, of course, that's Zulu.
Zulu, exactly. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so freaky looking.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's nothing compared to Steve Tyler.
Ah!
Giggity, giggity.
Wait, is that really her foot?
Giggity,
Yeah.
giggity, giggity,
Yeah.
giggity.
No.
Yeah, that's her feet.
You know, I
wanted to
really like. I like that the girl band Hanson. They're hot.
I mean, I know Gary knows about this because he's got the foot thing. I've got a foot thing, but my feet look like damn near immaculate. And I've got to be so careful and take care of my feet because of the diabetes and shit. I screw up, I lose a toe, I can lose my foot. The diabetes, right?
Diabetes.
How does my feet look better than hers? How in the hell, when it's like I don't get the proper blood flow, if I get an infection, I'm screwed, all kinds of stuff, and my feet look better than hers.
Wow.
It looks like she had a sixth toe and then cut it off.
Yeah.
Like right there in between the last two. How does it not hurt her toes to have them dragging around like that?
What I want to know is if you had toes that look like that, why in
What
the
the fuck
hell
is with
don't
that
you
index?
cover them up?
Exactly.
Yes,
Right.
closed-toed shoes.
Her index toe is longer than her middle toe. It's
Well,
like
Yeah.
they
I think mine
surgically
is a little
flipped
bit,
them.
but they don't look like that.
That's unnatural.
The index toe
Nice.
should be longer than the middle toe.
Yeah.
Well,
Hobbit
yes,
toes look
but-
better than that. Oh my God.
Well, there's a song for her.
Hey there, Brianna, heard you got that fat ass booty. I'm 1,000 miles away, but girls tonight that ass look juicy, yes you do.
What?
That's one thing
That's
she
a
does
hit.
not
What
have.
the hell
was
Yeah.
that?
This is Steven Tyler's feet.
Oh my gosh.
His
Like, can
toes
he
are longer
move
than my
them?
fingers. His toes are
His
longer
toe-
than my fingers.
I know. He's got some kind of weird condition. He has been. Something was done about it.
Those are fingers.
It's yeah. I mean, it's
Oh.
Is he crossing? Is he crossing them because he's gonna lie to you?
I hate to think what he's done. With
Oh, I
them
hope
in
his daughter Liv Tyler doesn't have feet like that. Jesus.
That's it's a condition that he's got. It's pretty
Can he
horrible.
move them like fingers, though? Can he pick stuff up with those?
He could pick other people's noses with them.
Living on it. The toes are living on the
Living on the
edge.
edge,
That
that's
flip
right.
flop.
Could his toes hold toes with Bree's toes? They could have like little toe holding.
If I had those toes, I'd be telling Jeannie to get me a gun. I tell you.
They can make you a burrito.
He can cling.
Oh.
He can cling on to branches with those things.
Still, I guess he makes it. I guess
Toes
he's,
look like a lady. Yeah.
I guess he's not too unhappy.
Lady.
Yeah, it's some kind of weird condition he's got, but weird, eh? I guess he's
Yeah.
comforted by the hundreds of millions of dollars he's made in his career.
Anybody excited about Beetlejuice? Did anybody hear what Michael Keaton said?
Yes, I was excited. by that.
What did kids say?
Oh, Keaton, they were talking to him about Beetlejuice, and they were like, "So were you excited to come back to a role that you haven't been in 30 years?" And he goes, "Yeah, this is a lot funner than the last one I did." And I was like, "Oh,
That's a burn.
Yeah.
WB going down in flames, burn.
Like, yo, bitch ass.
This is what you get for fucking up the DC.
This is what you get.
Batman.
This is what you fucking get.
Oh,
I'm Beetlejuice.
I was like, wow, you go, Michael Keaton.
Exactly.
And who didn't love it when he said the juice is loose? Come on.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Oh,
He doesn't
yeah.
require a lot of makeup now because he actually is that crackly in his skin.
That's true.
I mean, he must wake up in the morning going, just black in the eyes, and I'm Beetlejuice.
What were you going to say there, Bob?
I still think one of his best movies is that one, Multiplicity. Steve.
Oh, yeah. Harold Ramis directed that. It's a good film. I like that film.
Did you guys ever see, what's that movie where they're all mental patients?
Oh, yeah. Dream Team.
Dream Team. Holy
love
shit.
that
I used to
film.
watch the shit out of that
Christopher
movie.
Lloyd is in that.
Yep.
As well as, I just forgot his name that played Frankenstein in Young Frankenstein.
Yes, because he plays Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Boyle.
Peter Boyle. Peter Boyle. That's it. Yeah. Great film.
When he walks into that evangelical church, and they're like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Praise Jesus, yeah," and then he starts stripping, and they're like,
Oh,
nope.
yeah. I forgot about
Nope.
that. That's so funny.
God, he's like preaching to him. He's like, I was living in sin, and they're like, "Yeah," and then he starts taking all his clothes off, and they're like, "Nope, get out of here, you crazy white son of a bitch."
By the way, I wanted to tell you, and I don't want to show it right now because I've already given away 3 chapters of the book for people to look at for free. Right now, I'm drawing the scene where it's 1969 GTO versus Harleys and Kawasaki motorcycles. With a gang.
GTO easy for the win, man. You're just gonna
Oh, dude,
clown
he is
him.
he is basically going biker bowling.
Yeah.
The first 2 guys he kills is the best one.
Snowed up with $2 super chat. What is up, brother? Get your ass in here. This is not on panel, but we can still skull and tuck and roll. That's right. Damn straight. And where is it? Here it is. Skull and tuck and roll. Fucking love that Harrier. Just tuck and roll around that missile, bitch.
I don't think Kevin Smith saw that movie because he did a similar scene in Supergirl on TV and didn't have the same outcome. Dumbass.
I thought it was your favorite person.
Kevin Smith, fuck that guy.
Fuck him. Sorry.
That crying baby.
The Masters Universe. You still Clownfish TV an apology.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys see that Boondock Saints got greenlit for a 3rd film, but this
just don't
time
fuck it
without
up.
Troy Duffy?
Just
Well,
don't
Troy
fuck it
Duffy's
up.
not there to. Troy Duffy's not there. He's really the problem. So it seems like Reedus and Flannery are in charge of producing this. Although I'm not sure who's directing it.
They better not fuck it up.
I know.
I do know it's something to do with the John Wick team, but I don't know who the director is.
That's what I heard too. That was associated with John Wick. I'm going to keep watching the news on this one because I've been waiting for this for a long time because I'm a big fan of the first film and I kind of like the second film. It had
Hey,
problems.
Bob, we love you, brother. Thank you for hopping on. Guys, the wonderful Dave Bob is here. Yeah.
Bye,
he
Dave
popped
Bob.
up.
Bye.
Every Friday morning on the Weekend Review. Thank you, brother. He's conking out. Snowed up. Hurry your ass up. before you get your spot taken again.
Tom will show up.
God help me.
I am shipping these to you next week, Loki.
Dude,
Who are you shipping? Jerry and who? Gary and who?
I'll make sure your Metal Gear package gets there.
I can get it in October.
By the way, I got to tell you, Loki, I've been playing the RoboCop game, and
pretty good.
I'm thoroughly enjoying the shit out of that.
Yep, so did I. I don't know why anybody had a problem with it. I thought it was great. I haven't played through it a second time because you can play
It's
through
got some lag issues.
Not for me.
I'm on what is it, Raj game system with an AMD Ryzen and NVIDIA GeForce RTX GPU.
Yeah,
and
but what number is it?
This is a brand new computer. It's a like $4,000 computer.
That's you.
And it's for gaming. I'll just tell you that. It's
Okay.
the Ryzen 9 and GeForce RTX.
But what's the RTX? That's the thing. Is it a 390? Is it a 480? Is it a... That's your bottleneck right there. I'm telling you, it's going to be your GPU.
Because what it has trouble with no other game, just with RoboCop, is the hair and textures. I have to drop them down in order for it to play smoothly.
I heard that you had trouble with your gay tracing.
No, I always have trouble with gay tracing.
The one thing he doesn't have a problem with is going for the dick.
It's floppy.
Look at Peaches all there front and center.
Daryl's just sitting there going, "What the fuck is going on?"
Why do you have to blow me up?
Look at Bikini, man.
Why do you have to blow me up?
Oh, peaches, 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 oh, peaches.
Oh, I forgot about that. He's got a theme song.
Peaches, 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 oh.
Makani.
Millions of peaches.
Peaches for me.
Walking on the beaches, looking at the peaches.
No, I don't know. I don't know, Gary. I got a 3090 and I got a Coffee Lake. I think it's a i12, whatever it is. And it had no issues whatsoever. It didn't even run hot, dude. It didn't even change the temperature. Like I load up Warhammer, go to Warhammer 3, and that bitch goes up to like you could cook an egg on the fucking motherboard. I turn on RoboCop, it's like, yeah. So
I've got the control panel open. Where do I go to find out what version it is?
You should just look up. Hold on.
I'm on the NVIDIA control panel.
Oh, it should just tell you right there. It doesn't tell you
says all I have on here is it's version 8 on the control panel. I don't see it anywhere on here.
Share your screen.
It should just say it right on the front. It should say NVIDIA GeForce or NVIDIA RTX, whatever. It should say it right on.
Well, I have GeForce RTX on the computer. It's on a little sticker here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out where to find it.
When you open control panel, it'll just say NVIDIA control panel, game ready driver version, and then below that it'll say NVIDIA RTX, blah blah blah.
Nope, that's not on there anywhere. I'm not
That's
seeing
weird. I don't know. I might have an older version. Yeah, I'm on my old PC. So Sparta's sitting next to me. She's got a 3090 in it. But that's probably your bottleneck. Your CPU is probably not your bottleneck. But then again, I don't do AMD. So it might be the AMD. It might be your processor.
And that's what I've worried about is my AMD. It is an AMD processor. So.
And that's why it just has a problem with RoboCop because it's not optimized for AMD. It's probably
yeah, it just plays the shit out of like the combat games, Battlefield. I got that 6 Days in Fallujah. I got all those. Everything plays smoothly. I put RoboCop in, and it just slow at the beginning, and then I can't stream RoboCop if I go to try to stream it because the problem is, first of all, it's not a PC. It's a laptop, and you cannot stream worth a shit on laptops.
No,
they're just terrible for it. So
I don't want to bore the shit out of everybody with explanations, but yeah, if it's a laptop, it's probably something with the CPU. I didn't know it was a laptop. I figured you were like a desktop gaming rig or something.
He thought you were a man of culture.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Snowdub's gone.
He
was like, I got a space, I'm out.
The NVIDIA CUDA 12.4.74 driver is what it says.
What's the hardware? That's the driver. What's the hardware? 3070, 3080, 3090.
4060, 4070, something like that. It's an RTX.
Says NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3050 laptop GPU.
That is your problem. That's why you have to turn the hair and shit off. It's not your CPU. It's that. It's a 3050.
It's fairly low end. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why John's going to build me a new computer.
But I mean, you're
Das
looking at
Wolfen.
like if you wanted like I don't know laptops, but I know if that was like a tower and you wanted to go top end, you can get a 3090 for like $1,000 now.
Well, that's the problem with laptops is you can't upgrade them. They're shit. They're like, may as well buy a Mac.
Yeah,
just shit for updating.
Yep.
So that's why I need to get a tower that's got more processing power, especially when I'm doing editing.
And yeah, Dave, you run it in a reduced resolution or lower FPS. What your bottleneck is it can't do both. So the problem with like the PS5 and the Xbox and all that bullshit is it can do one or the other. It cannot run. It might say 120 FPS on the fucking box and 8K, but it can't run that. It can't run past 4K and it can't run past 60 frames per second. Nothing's doing that. And it can't
I'm
do
able to
both
run
at the same time.
Now on Call of Duty, I can run high frame FPS, but I do lower the resolution. I also turn off the shadow stuff because I don't really need it.
So Dub.
Have no fear, the co-host is here.
No.
Hey, Dub, what's up, man?
Co-host with most.
Although I feel a little bad because I didn't want to see Dave Bog go. So
He was tired, bro.
And he's
He
old.
was tired. We love him. He gets up so early to help out with the Friday show. You know, we got Arwen and we've got Dave Bob. There's so many cool people that contribute to the show and keep it going. So it's not just me, guys. It is all of you that make the show worth doing. And then we all get to hang out here and drink and act like fools on the late show. All right, Jolly's in charge. I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be back in a minute.
What?
Hey, I'll
Wait.
drink that.
That was quick. Welcome to the show. Did everybody already talk about Ghostbusters and stuff? I haven't seen it yet, so
No, I'm seeing it
Not a
tomorrow
lot.
morning, Jolly.
I liked it.
Yeah,
Good.
Tom went to
Last
see it
night.
too, and he liked it.
Yeah, I don't like these negative reviews coming out by the shills, but of course I don't trust them.
Well, you're getting
so-
them also from others, like because I trust Mr. H. He didn't like it.
Well, Mr. H thought Prey was a good movie, so I don't always believe him either.
That's true. That's true. And I thought it was like, I could live without it. I
Did
didn't
you
think it was
like
very good.
Afterlife?
I loved Afterlife, but I
If
had
you like
problems.
Afterlife, then I feel like you will like this one.
My problem with that was there was too many member berries, and I get tired of that.
I don't think there was as many in this one.
Comics division said it was mid.
I'm going to assume that that's probably what it is.
Is Danica McKellar still a scene stealer like she was in Afterlife?
Which one is she?
Phoebe.
Is she
the
what now?
daughter?
Is she still a scene stealer like she was in Afterlife?
Apparently.
I don't know.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
She's like
But-
little girl Egon.
Oh, her.
Yeah.
Does Wolfhard still have that messed up name?
Yeah.
Do you need to see Afterlife before you see the new one?
Yes.
Oh,
I mean,
snap.
it should, yeah.
Okay. So I got to find Afterlife first before I go. Okay, gotcha.
Do you need to see Ghostbusters 1 and 2 before you see Afterlife and before Frozen Empire?
Do you have cable, Squeako?
I gotta
No,
find
I'll
it
find
first.
it somewhere though.
Yeah, I know it's
Do you-
airing
do
on
you-
FX this weekend, but you can watch it on the Hulu like live subscription. That's how I did
do
it
you
because
need
I
to
steal it
watch?
from Mark.
Yeah, I have
Question.
Hulu because I've been watching Shogun. So I
Question:
can...
Do you need to watch 2016 before you watch After?
Oh, I skipped those. I skipped that one.
I was subjected to the 2016, unfortunately. I know how it-
I
Do
was
I need
told
to
to skip it,
purge
and I
after
did.
watching 16?
2016 was like patient zero for all this culture war BS too.
Does it even connect with the other four at all, though?
Not that, no, not to me.
No.
It didn't. I was like, why was this even a thing?
Not
Like,
even
it's
in the
just like they stole the
slightest.
Ghostbusters name and slapped it on a horrible movie.
What about Paul Feige, whatever his name is, pissing and moaning because they didn't include his movie in the collection, right? And it's like,
I mean,
you were the one who said it's not connected.
They put it like a digital coupon to
Awesome. Give
it.
It's like you made a point that it wasn't connected. Why are you pissing and moaning about this?
Jerry, you have to go. I'm sorry.
too.
Yeah,
No.
I got to get.
No, you're not allowed to.
Well, you can tell my
Oh.
wife that.
I said
Nah,
no.
she's- okay. Well,
that
then I can't. Then I can't play this.
So long, gay boys.
Have a good one, Daryl.
I'll see you
Daryl,
later.
good to see you, man.
Later. Good to see you too, buddy. Take care.
Yeah, I've seen 1 and 2. I just haven't seen Afterlife. I didn't know if it had to or not. I'll find it.
Yeah, you should.
I loved it. Absolutely loved it. So
So if you liked Afterlife, then I don't see why you wouldn't like the second one because I like it better than Afterlife.
Did your cartoon just wink, McKinney?
no,
I swear to God,
Why?
it looked like the right eye winked.
no.
Hold up. What did you do? You ran Daryl off.
Yeah.
I guess I smell bad. I
Squeaka winked at him.
I didn't take a shower yet.
Take care, brother. I just went to get a
Could
drink.
animate, I totally would do that right now, but no.
I think there's just too much backdoor in this show.
Well, there's room for Tom now. Speaking of backdoor, so if you're still in the chat, Tom.
Tom's like me. He sleeps whenever. It's up all night.
I used to do
I
that.
messaged him. I was up working last night, and I messaged him right before I went to bed at like 4 o'clock in the morning. And I figured, well, he'll get that message. No, he responded immediately.
Oh no! He left when you wouldn't talk to him, Loki. Shit.
Seriously?
Well, I got up to get a drink.
Not good enough.
I didn't know. Sorry,
Do you want me
Daryl.
to- Do you want me to send him an invite? I can send it to him.
Oh no, he said
Daryl
he
left.
said something about like the wife, so he's
Ah.
yeah, he
No, I was talking about Tom.
Better send it to
Tom's
him quick,
got-
or he'll
Tom's
start
got
Mead
it.
Radio.
Tom's got an invite.
By the way, it's
Should
something
have
I
an
got
invite.
excited about, Loki, is they cast an actor to play Ian Fleming in the new
I saw
movie.
that. I saw that. I saw your post.
And I was, we talked about it today on the show, and that is Edward Fox's son, the great English actor. He played M in Never Say Never Again.
Oh, no
Edward
shit.
Fox. So we got his kid playing Ian Fleming. So I
In
thought that was
what?
really fucking cool. The League of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Oh, right, that.
I'm really looking forward to this film. I really am.
And he's white. Holy shit.
Yeah, they didn't
He's not a black
gender
man.
or race swap him.
It's not a black woman.
I'm sorry, I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about Edward Chamberlain's video on the Acolyte earlier. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
the most scary thing in Star Wars, seeing a white male.
Nope, now he's got it.
It's all fake out. They'll just surprise you guys, and like you'll go in to watch the movie, and it's Leslie Jones playing Ian Fleming.
Damn it! I almost spit out my drink.
And I got to tell you something. Of that really horrid 2016 film, she actually had the best scene in the whole movie. The mannequin scene. That was the only scene in the film I thought was good.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
She walks up and sees a bunch of mannequins, naked mannequins, and immediately nightmare fuel. It's like, oh no, you better not. This better not happen. Of course, it does happen. They come to life.
All I remember is that fat bearded bitch saying that he wasn't Ghostbusters material. That's all I remember about that movie. I for whatever reason, I can't hashtag FU delete that scene out of my head. Everything else I got rid of.
Which
even
one was this?
Homegirl
I don't remember
licking,
this.
Get rid of. Well, I'm still trying to get rid of how.
No, it's when Bankman goes out the window. Bankman goes out the window and dies, and she's like, I guess he's not Ghostbusters material.
That's what pissed me off.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Well, not so much as Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, and Hemsworth being a moron was insulting.
The only thing I remember is the power of Patty compels you.
Oh God, he just slaps him.
Licking that homegirl licking her fucking
Oh, that's not Kate McKinnon, was it? Yeah.
yeah. Licking the proton blaster.
Oh,
the protein,
Leslie Jones.
Probably the only pole she's ever licked.
I was going to say, not the protein blaster.
Well, Leslie Jones hasn't done much lately. I don't think we've seen her since Cocaine Bear.
She's not talented.
No.
That was for one shot.
She's pretty tall, though. She's pretty
Cocaine
tall.
Bear.
Where she plays the bear.
Yeah. Yeah.
They should have put a shark in that movie.
Yeah,
No, she couldn't have played that. That was a rumor. She's not that funny. She wasn't as funny as the bear in Cocaine Bear.
Yeah,
Oh, it could've been a
I was
cocaine
reading Chris
shark.
Purse's comment about that too. He didn't like that part with him going out the window, and I wouldn't fucking like that either. Yeah, fuck that movie. I took my daughter to see it. She was 15 or 16 when we went to see it, and I didn't want to say anything to her because I just fucking hated it. And we walked out, and she goes, "Dad, that was a terrible movie." And I looked at her and went, "I'm so proud of you." He's like, was like, "What?" I said, I'm so emotional that you hated that. Thank you. Because I didn't want to say anything because I thought you liked it. She goes, "No, I really hated it." Oh my God, I love you so much. We had a big emotional bonding moment. My daughter is so fucking goofy.
Slept off the nightmare.
I
just
forced myself
deleted.
to watch it.
I just deleted it.
It's going all right, G.
That's all I can.
Yeah,
fucking
I'm
remember.
pissed that I'm pissed that I spent money on it because I want my money back. I get really angry, and it's like it's like so often you buy a product and it's inferior, or it doesn't work the way you were promised. You give it back and you get your money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not movies.
Can't get your money back in a movie, can you?
You'll get your time back with interest.
You go see another one.
They will. They
You
will.
go see a different movie after that. That's what you do.
Oh, low rent dad. Let me tell you something. I raised her by myself, Zoe, and God damn it, man, she was the most awesome kid I had until she hit 13. And I said something one day, and everybody thought I was like joking. I said half the time I want to hug her, and the other half I want to choke the fucking life out of her. It's just like her face. She'll make a look and give me a look, and I'll just like leave the room. Leave the fucking room. Don't talk to me.
Yeah.
Good God.
Snow Kid. Snow
My
Kid's
sons
13,
were
so I feel your pain.
Well, my sons were so easy to raise, you know?
It's different with boys.
Boys are half retarded, you know?
Yeah.
Just
I should know.
You know, it's just like so easy to raise them. And once they hit like 16, it's like, don't knock a girl up. If you knew, I'm not raising the kid. Now fuck off. My daughter, I'm fucking watching every boy talking to her. And like, I've threatened people. I like, because I'm a menacing person. I don't seem it on the show, but in real life, I can be pretty horrifying. And there's this one boy that commented on my daughter's ass at a convention right in front of me. And I grabbed him and I pulled him up the stairs. I lifted him off the ground and pulled him up the stairs. I said, that is my 14-year-old daughter. I said, I will fucking kill you. You say something to my daughter.
You like Michael Keaton. You like Michael Keaton, Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yeah, you just man.
That was one.
And I had a friend.
Scene of that film too, because it freaking scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, and I had this idiot friend goes, "Your best friend to a father is your shotgun." I said, "I just need my bare hands. What are you talking about? I don't need a weapon.
No, you
I
don't
will
need no
choke
weapon.
the life out of somebody if I had to." Fucking
Yeah,
hated
sounds
the
fun.
boys.
I heard this saying one time. It's like, if you have a son, you'll have one penis to worry about. If you have a daughter, you have to worry about all of them.
That's
Every
right.
one
You
of
have to
them.
worry about every one of them. That's right.
And I came home from work one day and I caught her boyfriend and they were trying to do something. And I walked in, they didn't hear me walk in because as big as I am, I'm very quiet. I walked upstairs, it was too quiet. And I knocked and then opened the door and they were like pulling up closed. Nothing had happened yet. And I said, yeah, I thought so. You downstairs. I pointed at the boy.
Like Metal Gear Solid.
And I told him, I said, look, dude, I will drop kick you off this fucking planet. I catch you doing something like that again. You are not to come to this house when I am not here. I catch you here and there are cameras all over this house. I will find out. And then you will just disappear and your mom and dad will be wondering why you don't write.
I'll never find your body.
You don't write, you don't call.
Well, it's like I even told one kid, I said in the U.S. Army, we were taught how to dispose of bodies. And then it just got quiet and he just like, I'm staring at him. He goes, well, I guess I'll go now. Yeah, you do that.
I'm thinking about Uncle Phil and the Fresh Prince right now.
Are you for hire? Because I have a 16-year-old. So.
Daughter?
Yes. Well, but she's really cool. She's more interested in what she's doing than like she's not interested in boys at all. So I kind of lucked out, and yeah. So I'm not too worried.
Oh
Not
my
that
God,
that's what she's got you thinking.
Yeah.
Oh no, I know. She's a theater kid. She's all up in that.
You might die.
I was gonna say, oh my God, she's a manly tomboy.
So at 16.
Oh, don't bring that up.
When she was in high school, at 16, she was in the 9th grade, Squeaka. She came home and she was just so excited. And she she walks up to me and it's like, Dad, there's this girl in school. Yeah. And like, she's one of my friends. And yeah. And she's like, yeah. And she like kissed me. And I went, okay. Where's this going? And she goes, and she asked me out, and I told her yes. And I went, oh, well, you've got a problem, baby. And she looks at me like, you don't dictate. I said, no, this has nothing to do with me. This is all about you. This is you. I said, look, I've got a gay son. I said, I was there for him. I don't have a problem with your lifestyle choices in your life. What I'm going to tell you right now, and I want you to hear me properly, is that if a surgeon cuts your head open, a bunch of little penises with wings would come flapping out. That's all you think about. You are the single most boy-hungry girl I have ever met in my life. I said, now, you're really like, this is exciting to you. It's something new. I get that. I said, but here's what's going to happen. You might go out with this girl a few times and you're just having a blast and having a good time. And then it's going to hit you. You probably watching a movie, holding hands, and you'll go, oh shit, I'm not gay. And then you're going to break that girl's heart because you were just experimenting. And that's wrong. I said, but it's your decision. It's your life. And then she just went in the other room and she thought about it and she called this girl and the girl called her a cunt over the phone. Just asked her out that day and called my daughter a cunt. And I said, now, what does that tell you? You're a pretty girl, and that's all she cared about. She didn't give two shits of who you were. It was all about the physicality. that she was attracted to you and you were a prize and you're not a person to her. And I said, and you'll run into that with boys too. And I said, just toughen up and don't let that shit get to you because there's shitty people out there. But she made the right decision. And now she's, like I told you, she has gone through guys like a fat woman goes through chocolates. It's like, I even said it one time. I walked over and I looked at this guy at her house and I went, I'm not even going to try to guess your name. You just tell me.
Did you just call her Lizzo? I mean,
kind of, but she's not fat.
Jabba Nobata.
My daughter's so gorgeous and just funny as hell. She's the kind of girl that farts and belches and then gives you a score to the fart or belch. But then she dresses like Audrey Hepburn. She's gorgeous. You know, she could have been a model, but she's not tall enough. She got turned down because she's under 5'5". Type of people I don't care for, and unfortunately, the real face of my ex. Yeah, Vinkman's girl gets it.
I got lucky in high school. I managed to snag the one football cheerleader that smoked. And so she actually got me smoking, which was kind of, a problematic, bad habit.
She got revenge on you.
Yeah.
You know that guys like girls that smoke, right? For a reason.
Right. Well, I knew none of the athletes were really going after her, and she was pretty, really pretty, tall. She's like, 5'8", 5'9", I think. But yeah, then right after high school, she wanted to start having kids right away. And I'm like, I'm in college and I still feel like a kid. I'm not ready for that. So we ended up breaking up. But I feel fortunate because I had a steady girlfriend pretty much through most of high school. Yeah. And I didn't have to really deal with the drama of figuring things out. We were both virgins, so it was a nice kind of like the old school days, when you met a girl and it's both your first time, first this, first that, and so I got to experience that. We got to experience it together and stuff. So I highly recommend that for high school kids. That's what I tell my son. I was like, if you're gonna get a girlfriend, find a good one, that is not screwing around with every other guy in school.
Village bicycle. Don't go for the village bicycle. It might be an easy ride and it might be a fun ride, but you'll regret it.
Yep.
Yeah,
I've heard that before.
The town bike. Yep.
I brought a girl home.
My first girlfriend,
she's 16, and it was the middle of the night. No one was awake. We did our
Loki,
thing. We made
Loki,
out.
I missed the first part. I'm sorry. I started talking. I missed.
I was saying that 16, brought a girl home, middle of the night, made out for like 3 hours, then did our business. I walked her home. I come back, and my dad is standing in the window with the light on, and he's looking at me, and he like wraps a cord around his neck and is like, like I'm gonna fucking kill you. And I go in and he hands me a beer, opens it up, clinks it, and goes, if you ever fucking do that again, I'll fucking kill you. And I was like, he goes, not in my house, dumbass. It was like growing up with Red Foreman. He was a Navy guy. So he's like, not in my house, dumbass.
That's like my dad.
Because if you want to do it in the car, if you want to rent a room, if you want to do whatever, do you know what would have happened if your mother would have been the one that got up and opened the door and saw what you were doing and went and closed it?
He opened the door and saw it?
He opened the fucking door and he goes, I saw her with your hat twirling it around like you were a fucking bull, son. And I'm like, oh my God, she was doing that. And he's like, your mother would have lost her mind if it would have been her. So not in the house. If you're going to do it, be smart. He's like, you did have protection here. Here's a box. I'm like, Dad, those don't fit. They're too small. He's like, fuck you, you little bastard. Not in my house. And that's nice. The only talk I ever got. The only talk I ever got. I didn't get
my dad
talk.
never gave me a talk either and led to a problem. My first girlfriend in middle school was Kelly Sullivan. She's still a close friend of mine to this day, and she freaked me out because like she disappeared for a while in the middle school. She's like she ran away from home, and I didn't know what was going on. She quit calling me and then just disappeared. And then when she came back, she was with an older woman, and she was like gay. And I kept thinking, did I do this? I was so freaked out by it. Like,
you made her gay. You made her gay.
The
Yeah, I
water.
know. But I didn't lose my virginity till the next year, and I was in Europe, and I slept. I was between 13 and 14. It was in middle school still, and I met this 18-year-old girl, and she took my virginity, and it led to a funny situation where I didn't know what happened. I didn't know about that thing that happens at the end when guys have that special moment.
I'm gonna pee on you. Is that okay?
Well, when it happened, if you remember, as a guy, that shit hurt the first time. And I jumped off of her. Like, what the fuck was that? And I put my hands in my dick like a good Catholic. I like got my hands together. I run naked through the apartment into the bathroom, and there's a bidet in there because it's over in Europe. Bidets in every bathroom. And I'm like washing my fella off, and I'm like praying Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee, blessed art thou, because I thought my guts would come out of my dick. What's wrong with me?
Mine was the complete opposite. So when we decided to have our first time, of course I was smart and used protection, like that's what I was told. And
you had a knife.
Yeah, I had a knife and rolled that sucker down, all the way to the expiration date.
No, yeah, right.
Expiration date.
Sure.
If you haven't seen the expiration date, guys, you're not long enough. Anyway,
yeah, you're not big.
No, but we were both virgins. So the first thing I heard, as soon as the act commenced, was, "Holy shit, that fucking hurts! Pull it out! Pull it out! Pull it out! Pull it out!"
Really?
Well, I didn't realize I broke her hymen, and I didn't even know what a hymen was at the time. So
often those things are broken, by just anything, riding on a
right. Yeah. Well,
did.
Hers was intact, and I broke it, and oh boy, she screamed, and so yeah, the first time was
Did
not
punch
fun.
you in the throat?
No, no. But she was just like, why the fuck does it hurt so bad? It was one of those. It was awkward, and so my second and third time was much better.
Yeah, it does get better after that.
Yeah.
But that first time, like I'm in the bathroom, I'm kind of crying, saying my Hail Mary, and she's at the door. She's English. She's like, "Gary, love, are you there? I'm coming in, love. Okay, I'm coming in." She came in, and she had to explain to me what happened. The next morning, my dad walks in, and we're naked in the bed, and I get up, and I suddenly like pull up my button-up jeans. Thank God, because zippers were my enemy as a kid. And he just stood there in the door looking at me. Didn't say a damn word. And she, 18-year-old girl, she had like a great body, just incredible. And walked out the door past him. And then he just looked at me and he goes, "Let's go get some breakfast." And we never talked about it for 44 years. And finally, 44 years later, we're on the phone and he asked about it. Like, what really happened at night? And I told him. And he just cracked up laughing. "You didn't know what you were doing?" No, I had no idea, man. Like I didn't have a dad that told me shit like that.
No, yeah, right there.
That when you bust a nut, it might hurt the first time.
What about 70s rock fan? What was it like for you back in the 1800s with the buckskin condom?
Well,
and the
thing is,
sheepskin is really what it was.
The sheepskin condom.
The Scots did invent the use of the sheep's bladder as a condom, but I must admit it was the English who invented taking it out of the sheep first. So they have that over us, yes.
So McKinney, have you lost yours yet?
Oh, that's messed up.
That was funny.
That's messed up.
He must be frozen.
Mac Draws, you gotta take that.
No,
He's looking peachy.
No,
You all right, bro?
No, I chickened out at the last second.
Hey, you're not the only one to ever do that.
Yeah, man.
You're not the only.
I don't think about that, man. I don't think about that, and it's. Sorry. Sorry about that. Yeah, I chickened out the last second with my best friend, and I don't think about that. Honestly, it was a good thing I did, because she was going through a lot of shit right now, a lot of shit at that time, and we probably still wouldn't be friends till this day, 10, 20 years later.
Yep. Yep.
So,
no,
but
I have
to be honest with you, I haven't even thought about. I never thought about that. Like, I don't have the same stories as you guys do, because I've only had 2 girlfriends in my entire life, and I've been dumped by both of them. And both
Meet
of those
better
were
women, bro. You deserve much better than
The
that.
problem is that Mac can draw better women than they can ever meet. That's the problem.
dude, let me tell you about this girl real quick. There was this really sweet girl that I ended up meeting. She was in a hospital. And I ended up meeting this girl, short, little, cute redhead from hell. She ended up running away from home. I was 14. I hadn't done anything yet. She ended up running away from home, and we almost did that. But later, I was so glad we didn't. What I didn't know was the reason why she'd been in the hospital was because she kept running away from home because her mother was whoring her out to get crack. Yeah, it's a true story. I swear to God. Her mom was whoring her out to her Johns to get crack and to get coke and to get drugs. And I had no idea at the time. She ended up telling me all about this later. But it was one of the things that, if I would have pushed, she probably would have done it. But when I found out later, I'd have felt like absolute ass. So I'm glad that didn't happen either. You're not the only one that some shit like that's happened to. You aren't.
Yeah. I don't talk about that kind of stuff.
She ended up hating guys, and I'm like, I used to be one of her only guy friends. I haven't talked to her in like 15, 20 years, but I ended up being one of her only guy friends because I didn't jump at it, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing, so I didn't jump at it. I could have, I didn't. But I'd come to find out later what all her mom was doing to her and all that shit. Yeah.
It's just, to be honest, I just
I
never really bought. It's just, I guess, ever since I just never really bothered. I know it sounds sad, but it really did. It just didn't even think about that.
You know how many ladies on here love you?
I know.
And are like, oh my God, Makini.
I know.
You got your pick. You have your pick, dude. You have your pick.
They want you to pinch them. They want you to paint them one of the French girls.
Yeah, Makini, paint me like
I still have in my
French
I'm so glad my camera's on right now.
Maki could literally be like Princess or Empress Nympho on History of the World Part 1, and be like just going up and down the road, no, yes.
Yeah.
No, yes. No. Wait a minute. Yes.
Remember that? What was it? Eddie Murphy Raw. Eddie Murphy, where he's like, "How you doing, ladies?" And he's like swinging his microphone around. How you doing? Good. That's Mackie. Line up, ladies. Nothing, dude. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's just high school. Like high school was like, I've always said this before. It's just probably because the only reason I was popular is because I knew so many different people. Because I grew up with them, because we practically grew up together in the same school, and of course I had this cadence. Of course, I did have this cadence as I was the guy who basically hugged every single girl in high school too. So because people knew me on a first name basis in that way. Other than that, I was just more of an introvert than anything else.
It's very difficult to go through life without having some kind of problem in someone breaking your heart or dumping you or whatever. It's hard to avoid. I mean, it's
yeah.
It's whatever.
Shit, who'd we lose? Oh, we lost No Dub.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What annoys
battery.
me is not so much the dumpings, is when I look back and I think of all the opportunities I may have had that I was too dumb to realize.
You know, I went through that after my first divorce. I was like, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I'm not holding back anymore. I'm not getting stuck in this.
Girls that would practically be saying, "Come on, invite me out. I'm begging you to invite me out," and I wouldn't get it. I was just like dumb, you know. It was the weirdest thing.
They're just being nice.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, exactly.
Girls do that too. I know. I was a big nerd in high school, and so I didn't do anything because I was just super nerd. And I look back to it, I'm like, man, I missed out on high school. Like,
Yeah. As DJ Ronnie G says, he's better at reading signals in old age. I'm much better at reading them now, but I can't do anything about them. Now. Married for such a long time, second time round, of course. But yeah, when I look back and I think, oh my god, how naive and stupid was I? And there's me going, oh yeah, it's tough. I can't seem to get a girlfriend at the moment or whatever. And I just was too stupid to realize that there were opportunities there. Like, it takes a lot to learn that, and sometimes by the time you learn it, it's wasted. It's too late, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
It's always been like this, I expect, in life. Although it was great back in, when I was a kid in the 12th century, you could just beat them over the head with a club and,
Just drag them.
It's like drag them back to your castle.
Usually it's the other way around.
Those were the days. Them wet days.
By the way, Loki, there's my daughter on my.
Double nose ring. The double nose ring.
And she's got the giant
Super
black
loops.
holes in her ears.
I see that.
Both of them?
Oh, they drive me crazy. Yes, I get so annoyed with it. She goes, "Well, I need to express myself." You express yourself through language and art. You don't do it by piercing your fucking body.
But it's so individual, they say. Oh, I'm such an individual. Well, if everyone else is doing it, how come you're an individual?
Yeah, right, exactly.
You
So
see,
I poke fun at her.
That's where you got to go and get a padlock and just hook it right through that.
Well, like my niece, Erin, she brought her boyfriend to a Christmas dinner, and he had the holes in his ears, and I kept sitting next to him, and I just kept fingering his ear. She kept going, "Uncle Gary, stop it!" I went, "I can't help it. There's like I'm drawn to it."
How many fingers? How many fingers?
I've got big fingers. I got big sausage hands,
yeah.
so it's just only one finger. I wouldn't risk two. I might tear his earlobe off.
That's what my dad did. I came home. He had told me no earrings, none under any circumstances. Came home, had the weed leaf, his little pot leaf, and he goes, "I see you got an earring." I'm like, "Yep." Like, "Fuck you, Dad." Yeah, I went and got it in anyway. Went to walk past him. He just reached up and ripped that motherfucker right out.
When I came home, I've had my piercing. This ear has been pierced since I was 16, because I was a drummer in a band and I wanted to wear earring. I took that shit out of my ear when I came home because I knew my dad would fucking rack my ass up.
I don't think I would have survived if I'd done that.
Yeah,
my father would have. I certainly wouldn't have been living in the house anymore.
And by the way, I had an incident. Like Loki, it was you that got caught by your dad, right?
Yep.
Okay. When I was 18, I really wasn't living home much, but I came home one time and I brought my girlfriend home, and my dad was on a lot of drugs, so painkillers and stuff for his back. So I thought he was passed out, and I was banging her in the kitchen, and because she was naked, the suction from her back on the tiled floor kept making a sound. And like, I saw her out and she left, got in her car, drove off, and I came back into the apartment, and my dad just sat up. And he says, "If you ever do this in an apartment again, I will fucking kill you."
Yep.
Like, okay. Terrified me. I was terrified of my dad. I'm sure you were of yours too. I was.
Oh yeah.
Fucking
up until like, okay, so I was until about 16, and then it was like that fuck you thing. But as soon as I moved out, it was like it went back to the way it used to be when I was younger. He was like, "How you doing, boy? Tell me about your day." Da 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 da. I'd go home and there'd be like a fucking brown bag of groceries sitting in front of my door, like "fuck you" note written on it. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know who did this.
Yeah, it's
we all cooled out.
I
after
get it.
left.
Well, once you get out and start adulting, they tend to chill out with you. My dad, literally the last week I lived with him, my dad wanted me to join the army before I felt I was ready. And the words "fuck you" came out of my mouth, and I don't know why. And he was driving me around because he needed some cash. So I was collecting on my newspaper. I had like the largest newspaper out in the city. And so I was collecting, and I go walk into this apartment building, and it's just all cinder block and concrete and steel. And I heard him coming up behind me with his crutches. Because like I said, my dad was disabled, and he had those little walking attached to his arm crutches. And I could hear it creak, 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 creak coming up behind me. And I turned around, and I'm like, what now? And he grabbed me by the throat and pushed me against those giant metal mailboxes and held me against it by my throat. And I just was like, okay, what next? And I saw the 45 come out from his hip. And he shoved that Colt Combat. It was a Colt Combat 45 1911 A1. Shoved that sucker into my belly hard. And I'm like, well, this is it. This is it. I opened my fucking mouth. I don't have a filter. I said what I said to him, and he's going to shoot me now. And I remember just sitting there just like thinking, he hasn't pulled the trigger yet. And I kept waiting, like, why isn't he just shot me? Because I pretty much earned this one. And nothing happened. And then I said the words that broke him. I said, you always taught me not to pull it unless you're going to use it. So what's happening? And he didn't know where to go. He thought he would like scare me, and I didn't show any fear because he raised me good. He raised me too well. And I didn't show fear, which is what he wanted. And he backed away, and that was the end of our relationship. And I moved out like that week. I was done being a kid. I'm ready to go out and tackle the world. Had a kid in 1 year. That's why I can brag to say I have a 42-year-old son. My eldest boy is 42. We're only 18 years apart in age.
Yeah. As soon as you got out, did you think?
Yeah. I like the vagina. No, any chance you're gay, boy? Mm-mm. No.
Not jiggery, except when it comes to those face huggers.
Yeah, except for face huggers. Yeah, I want that in my poop hole.
Did anybody see the new Alien Romulus trailer?
Oh, I missed it.
It looks good, dude. I don't know what to say. It looks good.
I'm cautiously optimistic.
See, you got to be cautious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You cannot trust these sons of bitches. You can't.
But I mean, from what I saw, when I saw those facehuggers come out of that door and there's like 12 of them bitches running after that bitch, I was like, oh, they're climbing over each other to get to these people. That's some shit.
Like jumping spiders, dude.
Yes. Like jumping spiders coming out of a hole.
Nuts. Here's another picture of Zoe, by the way.
Aww. She looks happy. That's a huge thing.
We just talked tonight, and she's like, she's getting fed up with the situation. She says, Dad, can't you and I just get an apartment together? Because we like living together. I went, we could do that, I guess. My girlfriend doesn't like the idea of it. But she's European, so she's got different views on those things. I love my daughter a lot, and I like being there for her. And we are very close, very tight-knit relationship between my daughter and me.
It's the best kind of have with your kiddo.
Well, she said it first. She said, I'm just like you, Dad, but I got a vagina and boobs.
Yep.
She's my little carbon copy because she looks like me, but she's beautiful. I don't know what she did. She's gorgeous. But she's got my same personality, the same, just everything is so identical. It's weird.
Yep. My oldest, she's got all my heart, all my feelings. when I was that age. The other one has all of my attitude and my pissed offness. So all of the F you and screw this and kiss my fat white ass is in the youngest, and all of the oh my god, Dad, Optimus Prime died in the Transformers movie and I'm crying. All the love and heart is in the other one. So it's crazy and freaky to watch.
Yeah, and it's like Zoe. Also, I've tried to get her on our show, and she's so nervous about it that she just won't do it. I tricked her to coming on the show twice. Told her it was a private meeting. Then she's on there and went, well, "Hey, say hello to everybody." And she's like, "Oh, Dad, you're such an asshole." Like, I know, I'm your dad. But she's got this great mind when it comes to move. Oh, Snowdub's back.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Technical difficulties on the phone here, and then after my signal cut out, my puppy. Well, she's not a puppy anymore, I guess. She went into her first heat. Puppies. Yeah.
Oh,
well,
no.
she went into her first heat, so I had to break out the diapers and strap her all up, and she hates that thing. But so here we go.
Oh, she's trying to present. Is she trying to present?
No, she's still only 11 months. Like, she's not even a full year yet. So I think she's just confused, Like, what the hell's going on? I wasn't expecting it this early. But
what about 6 months, 7 months?
Usually with bigger dogs, it doesn't happen until after a year or a year and a half sometimes. But I mean, she'll be a year next month. But I was just like, oh damn, here we go.
It's your powerful sexuality, Snowda, but it affects every female within hundreds of miles.
Is that what it is?
You're the dominant alpha male.
That's right. You're the dominant alpha male. It's
causing everybody to sync up with you.
Can you confirm this, Squeaka? Funny. So yeah, no, I mean, I think I want to breed one more time. Like the Doberman I have now, the male.
It's very romantic of you.
Yeah, romantic. I want to breed one more time.
Hey, wife, come here.
I do the stud service, is what it's called. All right, 70s.
Let's breed.
He doesn't say anything. He just goes over to the record player, puts the record on. It's like, I've been feeling fine, baby.
Stud service.
Someone's got to flip that one. Still wants to breed.
The wife's eyebrows go up, and Snow's like, let's get it on.
Yeah, breed. I bred myself. Yeah, no, I bred myself once, and I got one hell spawn the Snow Kid. I'm good.
Snowdub's like pants off now.
Like you bred yourself? Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Sheepherder's like, I like to breed myself all the time.
Yeah, it was on accident, but it happened. But this is on purpose. The Doberman I have now, the male, he's my third generation, so I own his father and his grandfather, and I'll probably do it one more time, and then I'm going to retire from breeding. So, but I got a few friends that really want a Doberman, and so I'm like, all right, one more time, but that's it. Like Darth News, do you guys know who Darth News is?
Yeah.
Really cool channel. He had 1 million subscribers at one point, and then YouTube took his channel down. But yeah, but he's gonna come all the way down from Illinois to grab one. I know, poor guy. He's been demonetized since he started. I mean, it's just a shame because he's an awesome dude, awesome channel. So yeah, shout out to Darth.
That's why the memberships and shit like that is so good, because YouTube can punish you at any point for anything you say.
Oh, I know.
They could do it without you saying anything.
I've been skating the line for years, obviously with the booty breaks and stuff, but I always make sure to take stuff straight from YouTube. That way I know it's already been posted somewhere else, first, before I show anything like that.
I don't know if you guys watch our show, but I'm always dropping F-bombs and saying shit that's completely inappropriate, and I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't monetize anything as far as streams go. I do not monetize streams.
Yeah, live streams.
Loki, actually. with mine. I don't monetize really anything. Hate to.
Well, Mike Roach.
Yeah, me
Mike
neither.
Roach is the one that saves Snow's channel. You know, because
You said your crotch? Your crotch
No, Mike.
saves?
Yeah, Mike Roach. Yeah,
Your crotch. Okay. Just double checking.
Around.
Just double checking, buddy.
Gary's not too. Gary doesn't know all the puppets by name yet. They're Shellback, so you got him on that one.
No, I think Shell did mean his groin area, his own groin area.
Oh, he did.
His
Oh, my
own
bad.
groin area.
Right.
Well, you know, Snub, like when I met you and I met
Sheldon.
Flo and everybody, and I was freaked out. Like, Fat Steven freaked me out with his animated avatar thing. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I was so weirded out by all of that. Like, are you really a puppet? What the fuck? What is going on? Why are you talking to me? Why am I talking to a sock? I was so weirded out by it. But I've gotten used to it. Like in first year, I got used to it.
Right.
And I started liking it. And I've even considered like building me a foam version of me.
I thought you were a puppet, Gary.
Well, and just
Right.
well, I am a
Shit,
Muppet.
I thought this was your puppet.
Yeah, I thought Keith's hand was up your ass all the time.
Shove my fist up its ass and work, on the camera. And I just thought that'd be funny to do that sometime. But money is always too tight. I'm a typical artist.
Just
struggling.
to fluff Snow a little bit. Remember my
it's
good buddy,
the puppet hole.
my good buddy Dennis Munchausen said, "Have you gone over to see that channel Snow Dub?" This is like, I don't know, 4 years ago or something, 3-4 years ago. And I went, no, so I checked you out, Snow, and I think it must have been a Saturday
You
night
need
show.
to get high and go watch
pissed
it.
myself laughing so much. I've never,
good.
I hadn't seen anything so funny in years.
Was that back when it was me and the frog? Was that back in those days?
I can't even remember. I mean, it was no, there was more than that. I think there was
Okay.
a little bit more going on, but it was so funny, and because there was nobody else doing anything like that I know of. I don't know anyone's doing anything like that.
There's other puppets out there, and thanks 70s. I appreciate that, brother. And that's what I really try to do is make people laugh, and my humor is not for everyone, obviously. It's a little crude, but for my I always thought, what would I want to watch? What would entertain me?
Yeah.
And so I basically made what I felt would be entertaining. That's why I always rewatch my own shows, and it gives me an excuse to read all the comments again in case I missed something. But there is other channels that were there before me doing this stuff, but not like this. We're definitely different. Yeah, especially with the Cotton Council, that I think we're breaking new ground there. I have yet to see a multi-puppet show that we pull off. So we're trendsetters, brother.
Good stuff, brother. Yeah, good stuff. I'm so proud to be associated with it.
There's actually 6 of us on the panel right now that are like regulars on the Cotton Council. So believe it or not,
I can believe
I don't
it.
believe you.
I remember when I started watching you had a word of the day on the show. So if the word came up,
that's where horse came from. Yeah,
it was a word of the day type thing.
And bacon sandwich.
Yeah.
The thing about it too is it's like, it's all improv. Like wait, I don't think we've ever had any type of scripted content.
Loki will have a script before we'll have one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Mexican Iron Man tried pulling the script bullshit at me one day, but I was like, nope, that's not how we play over here. He did the same thing to Loki, so I was like, we really just go right off the cuff on my show.
Freeform, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's hilarious freeform.
The thing
We
about
refer
that
to it as ADD theater.
Yeah. I mean, not everything lands, but generally speaking, most of it does then. I mean, you're always going to have a few things don't work, but I think it's better to have that on your edge creativity rather than, let's script the whole thing and follow this plan. It doesn't work. Freeform comedy is the best.
Yeah, it's improv. And we always have a good
Mexican
time.
Iron Man tried to get me to change format the way we did things, and I'm like, he wanted me to do stuff more on my own, and I'm like, man, I like being with other people because that's where my humor comes in. If I'm just sitting there talking, I have nothing to say.
Yeah, I very rarely do live streams on my own channel, just me. Very rare. I much prefer to have a group of people because it's more fun that way, and you get more.
It is.
comments and more to and fro, and people say things you don't expect, or whether it's about a movie or the music or whatever, they'll say, "Oh, I didn't think of that,"
Well, and Brian, that my favorite thing in this life to do is to break Keith or break Nick Weiser during a show and just cause them not to be able to talk anymore because I said something fucked up. That just broke them, and they're like, "What did you just say?"
Yeah, and it's not that I can't do it just me, but I just have more fun with a.
It's more
panel.
fun.
Yeah,
exactly.
I do this for fun. Really.
And by the way, Loki, I don't think you saw this one. The first, I had taken a break because I was working really hard on some books. I was doing a lot of book covers and movie work, and I had to come back and finally I'd missed weeks of Toxic Tuesday, and I finally came back, and I'm sitting there and I got a magazine in front of me. When Nick brings me up, I got a food magazine with baking and pies and stuff. And he says, and it looks like Gary is reading something, Great Southern Cakes and Pies magazine. And I just came out from behind the magazine. I said, yeah, I'm just checking something because apparently I've been doing cream pies all wrong.
Oh my God.
Made it up right at the moment. Because the magazine was sitting next to me.
Good for you.
The joke was in my head, and I went, "Oh, I'm going to do this real quick." I just did it, and I broke him. I broke Nick. I broke Keith one day to where he couldn't even talk anymore. We were talking about House of the Dragon. And finally, after weeks of this show, and it ended, I pointed out, so nobody has anything critical to say about the fact that the black house is populated by black people and it doesn't think that's racist. And when Keith stopped and really thought about it, went, "Oh, fuck," and he just disappeared off camera. And he didn't come back for a while because he lost it. Because I'm like, it's a great show, but it's racist.
There's been a couple of Toxic Tuesdays where we've had Nick unable to speak for long periods of time because he's just so cracking up so much.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, that's a fun part of doing Toxic Tuesday is breaking him.
Just to get Nick to break. Yeah. So it's fun. This is meant to be fun, not a job. Not a job.
The only show I really do almost completely solo is YouTube Talk, and that's changing because I'm bringing in guests now. So. Yeah, you'll get your occasional by myself, but and those are more personal streams though, because I'm literally like talking to everybody in the chat. I'm having a conversation.
Those are my favorite, Loki. Out of all your shows, I've always said that YouTube Talk's my favorite. I don't know why. It's just because you go into a different mode, kind of, because you're focused in. You know what I mean? Like you're not, because you don't have panelists. You're not jumping from topic to topic. You're on point for that one topic through the whole show, and it's usually something very interesting. So yeah, I love, especially being a YouTuber. You know, it speaks to me, obviously.
You wouldn't think that talking about content creation for an hour would be very interesting, but there's been so much interesting shit that's happened over the last 4 years.
I agree. The Wednesdays are one of my favorites.
Thank you.
Sure.
Along with 0 Hour, I get a kick out of listening to both of you go back and forth.
You know, there were a couple of people that were like, "Who the hell is this guy, and why is he on like as a co-host automatically?" And I was like, "Guys, just give it time. Trust me, you will enjoy this. If it's anything like it was back 10 years ago with me and him going back and forth doing what we do, you'll have a good time." And it has been. Zero is a great son of a bitch. And the stuff we used to do, I could have a whole conversation with him without talking. So I would use clips. I would use clips of Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I'd have this giant panel pulled up of Arnold Schwarzenegger stuff, and he would talk. We'd be talking and having a full blown conversation for 30 minutes with nothing but like recorded Arnold Schwarzenegger responses. You know, it was absolutely, he's like, "Well, welcome," you know, because we used to do something in the morning. We're like, "Well, welcome, you know, to SSO. Good morning. We've got some fruits and vegetables here for you." And, you know, I'd be like, it's the most important meal of the day. But that wasn't me talking. That was actually something that he said in a fucking movie. And we just panicked. And this was not prearranged. This was off the cuff shit like we do now. And it was brilliant. It worked. I've got some of those old recordings.
You know who Admiral Teague is, Loki, right?
Yeah.
Admiral will sometimes forget and just keep talking. And he's not the only person. It's really funny. And we're ending the show today. I was trying to end it because we do 2 hours and that's it. I got other things to do. And I'm trying to end the show. And then all of a sudden he starts going off on a diatribe. And I interrupted him with the fucking Arnold clip where he says, "Shut up! Shut up!
Put the cookies down. Those are my cookies."
Where he's yelling at the kids in Kindergarten Cop. Shut up!
Shut
He's
up.
yelling. So I played that, and then it ended, and it was just like really silent. And I went, "Bye, guys. Have a good week."
Boys have a penis, and girls have a vagina.
Yeah, boys have a penis, girls have a vagina. Vagina.
Don't
Now
wake
you know.
my friend.
Correct answer.
He's dead tired.
Yeah, right.
I lied.
Yeah. Hey, Sully, remember when I said I would kill you last? Yeah, that's right, Matrix. He said you'd kill me last. I lied. Hey, where's Sully? I let him go.
This is my week arm.
My strong hand.
My strong hand.
The gayest thing said in that movie. The gayest thing said in that movie, Commando, is when the guy says, "I was Green Beret." He goes, "Hey, it's Green Berets for breakfast." Like, okay.
Welcome to the party, Victor.
All right.
No, see you at the party, Richter.
See you at the party, Richter.
See you at the party, Richter.
Let out some steam, Bennett.
I don't know. I hear eating green berets is kind of popular in Haiti right now.
Stick around.
Oh God, Jesus, that's awful.
Bro.
I do love their barbecue, though.
Yeah.
Okay, 70s. Come on now. That's too soon, man. That's a little too fun.
So
Hey, would you like to eat some jerk, man? Yeah.
Oh,
He was a jerk.
He was pretty bad.
Yeah, Haitian jerky. No, thank you.
So one thing you don't want to say in riposte to somebody in Haiti is "bite me." Could be in trouble then. Yeah, I got some more Michael Caine for you, Gary.
All right.
I say Michael Caine used to talk like this in the 1960s, right? But that has changed. And I say that over the years, Michael's voice has come down several octaves. Let me finish. And all of the cigars.
That is a great film called, is it The Trip?
Well, it's a series of them, but yeah, The Trip was the
Well, they
first
did
one.
a series and then they did a bunch of films.
Yeah, The Trip. Rob
and
Brydon.
They're competing on who does the better Michael Caine.
And then they do the Sean Connery as well. They spend like a minute going back and forward in Sean Connery and Michael. My name is Michael Caine. Well, you say I wouldn't say that, you see. It's Rob Brydon and Steve Coogan. Yeah.
Yeah, Steve Coogan. That's it.
Yeah.
My favorite.
I watched Rob on his show. Lie to Me. Good
great.
My favorite. My favorite Michael Caine movie is, Muppet Christmas Carol. But if you haven't seen Get Carter, you got to check that out. And then even watch the remake with Stallone because he's in that one too.
Oh, because he's in that one too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael Caine will do that because he's also in the remake of Sleuth. Because he was in the original Sleuth.
That's right. He played the different role, though. He played the Olivia
roles.
role.
Yeah. And Jude Law has made 2 remakes of Michael Caine films, including Alfie. Sleuth and Alfie. But he's nowhere near the actor that Michael Caine is.
It is interesting to think that the director of the original Get Carter was also the guy that directed Flash Gordon in 1980. My God, it's 2 very different movies.
I love Mickey Rourke and that second Get Carter with Stallone was awesome. Like
that was the revival of his career. Stallone saved him.
Yeah, he had that in Expendables. Yep, brought him kind of back from the dead. And then, of course, he got that role in Iron Man 2, which kind of set him back up. But Mickey Rourke's always been a wild card.
My boy.
He's a little bit out of his mind.
Where's my Boyd?
But Get Carter. You're a big man, but you're out of shape.
Oh, that line is great. And he's like, I made a mistake. I'm going to leave. And he's like, no, I'm not going to let you leave. And he fucking knocks the shit out of that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Punches him in the gut and then bitch slaps him. Knocks him into the chair.
And then
leaves.
Stallone
That's like-
Stallone says the same line though. He says, "You're a big man, but I do this full time," or something like that.
Yeah.
It's
Well, he
almost
says
the
that
exact
too.
same line.
Michael Caine says, you know, you're a big man and a bit out of shape.
But
I
you're
do
out of
this for a
shape.
living.
Yeah.
I do this for a living. And he tries to walk past him like 3 times. The third time he wouldn't let him pass him. He punches him in the gut and the solar plexus, knocks him forward, and then bitch slaps him on the side, knocking him into the chair. And then exits the house saying goodnight to the wife. It's a great movie, man. Get Carter is one of my favorites. And it's got that great 70s dark ending.
Oh, it's dark. Yeah, it's not.
It's because another film that did that was The Domino Principle with Gene Hackman. Because it ends with a sniper looking at him the same way as it did with Carter.
It's also set in Newcastle, which is one of the grimmest of grim northern working class cities. You can't get grimmer.
Yeah,
which is
building ships and then coal mines.
Interesting. Yes, not that I don't love going. I used to love going to Newcastle and having wild nights out there, but it's a rough working class city, and so it's an interesting place to set it.
Was that why they did the remake in New York?
Probably. Yeah. Gritty. It's darker than gritty.
Also, because Stallone can't do an English accent.
Well, no. I don't think he really even tried in that movie, did he? He was more
No. They made it
type,
American, so he didn't have to.
Yeah.
Too bad they didn't do that with Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Right.
Costner trying to do an English accent in that. It was only for a little bit in the film where he kind of sounded that way, and then it's just like he
gave up. Yeah,
it was one. It was one line. You know, where he had knocked down Guy of Gisborne. You know, and he's like, now before I run you through. You know, it's like.
Well, what's his name? Did the exact same thing. The kid who played his brother. Then.
Christian Slater.
Christian Slater, and that's when he launches him over the castle, and he's like, "Fuck me, he cleared it."
Yeah. That was the first movie I noticed Morgan Freeman. I didn't know who he was until I saw that movie.
Morgan Freeman was already on my radar as a kid because he was on a little show called Electric Company.
Oh.
And I loved that show as a kid. And then when I was older, Christopher Reeve did that movie where he's a reporter and Morgan Freeman plays a pimp. And he was
Superman?
scary in that movie. No, it's not Superman. It was the non-Superman role.
Superfly.
It was.
Oh, that was the Cannon Films one, where he's a reporter, Christopher Reeves.
Christopher Reeves is a reporter, and he wants to do this expose on this guy.
Yeah,
and the guy tries to take control of Reeves' life, and oh my god, that movie is so intense.
Yeah,
and
because
Morgan Freeman is scary.
He got Cannon because he agreed to do. They made that Cannon because he'd agreed to make Superman 4. So he said, "But I'll do it, but I want this movie."
That's right. That was the deal.
I wish I could remember the name of it now. Shit.
I'll find out. Thank God to Google.
I was just talking about it a couple of weeks ago as well. But yeah, Morgan Freeman played the pimp.
Yeah,
he was just holding that role till Samuel L. Jackson grew up.
I wish I could remember the name. Oh my God. Thank God for Google.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes
Street Smart.
Street Smart. That's
1987.
I just, I might have seen it a million times and I can't remember the name. Oh, Mimi Rogers and Kathy Baker. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah,
Mimi Rogers.
I haven't seen it for a few years, but we'll talk about it.
It was great. The fantasy girl for me, lad.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever see a movie with Isaac Hayes called Truck Turner?
No.
If I have.
Okay, you gotta watch this because Nichelle Nichols is in this movie, and Nichelle Nichols is the madam of a whorehouse, and she's like, "Bitch, you're gonna go out there and you're gonna get that dick and you're gonna bring it back in. And you're like, damn." She's like, "Girl, you ain't nothing.
What the
you
hell?
effing trash." And I mean, she's like going off on her prostitutes. This is
So
Nichelle Nichols. This
I've-
is like Uhura patch me through. And you're like, oh my God, she is a mean ass bitch of a madam. She's like,
You know,
bitch, ain't nobody gonna want that pussy when you
1974.
I don't think I've
Yeah.
ever seen that, and yet it's got a great cast.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah,
That fucking poster.
Scatman Crothers. Wow.
It came out right in the midst of the blaxploitation period.
It's an American
so-
International Pictures. Yeah, I've never seen
Mm-hmm.
that. Wow.
You
Yeah.
bought Cato's.
Charles Cyphers is in it too. Wow.
So it was 24/7. 24/7 was like, you haven't seen Chuck Turner? I'm like, hell no. What's Chuck Turner? He's like, oh, you got to see this. It got Nichelle Nichols in it. Uhura. And she a bitch of a bitch. And I'm like, damn, okay.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And the only white guy in the movie is Dick Miller.
Dick Miller, yeah. I've got to see
I love
this.
Dick Miller, man. He's the shit. I love him as an actor. What a cast.
And an Isaac Hayes soundtrack. Yeah.
Dan Shaw is in it, dude.
Yeah, there's a ton of people. Charles Cyphers, yeah.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Scatman is in there. Alan Weeks is in there. Holy
I don't
crap.
think
And of
I've-
course, Yafet Kato, man.
Not sure I'd even ever heard of that. That's incredible.
But the way she talks to them other women, it's like, damn, like bitches, I own you.
Did you guys see the new Penguin trailer that's coming out on
Yeah.
Max?
Yeah.
What just quick thoughts on that?
It's the only thing good that came from the Batman was this character.
Okay.
Oh, the knocking
yeah.
one? Yeah,
Yeah, Call
Batman Who
Farrell.
Knocks. We've all heard of the Batman that lulls. Vampire Sparkly Boy is the vampire who knocks.
It's Batman.
Or it's the Batman that knocks. Who
Batman.
the hell's that? Open the door. I'm Batman.
Hello, let me in. I'm Batman.
It's Batman.
Batman. It's why you knocking?
Did you see the trailer, Loki? Or no?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
The
I'm
Penguin
curious what you
trailer
think.
looks pretty good. I gotta tell you. Don't give two shits about the Batman. The only thing good that I enjoyed in that was his Penguin character. The rest of it was stupid.
A part of me is like, I wish that room of him boinking Zoe Kravitz on top of the Batmobile and impregnate her was real, though. That was like, you know what? That would have been.
It's always something.
Y'all
with
remember
those
that?
women
I don't
in
think y'all
him.
remember that.
Yeah, I remember it.
It's always something with women in him.
Mm-hmm.
Petbridge Farm remembers.
Right. Pepperidge Farm always
I was
remember.
like,
We're
bro,
getting
you
out of
got-
here, guys. It's almost midnight. We've been on there for an hour and almost 2 hours. Let's go around the room, call out what's going on. Mary, I know you got something big coming up soon for birthday, Mary. So let's all know what you got coming.
Oh no, I don't. I won't probably stream again until next Monday because this Monday is my birthday. So I'm gonna take the night off. So and it
Well,
was
happy early birthday.
thank you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, indeed.
Thank you.
And many more.
From Channel 4.
I don't know about many more. We're getting there.
Where's Culture? Usually he sings, or Tom. Well, Pat Tom.
Pat Tom would sing.
Happy
birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy
Now,
birthday.
where's my money?
Insert name here.
All
Happy
right.
birthday to you.
Squeakle, what do you got coming up?
Nothing I know of. I don't.
Well, you got
whatever.
Jolly. You got to go
Oh.
stop by there and drop off the money. I mean,
Yeah, well, that's a given. But,
all right.
I mean, yeah, maybe Cotton Connection tomorrow. They're doing it.
Tuck and roll show.
The Huck and
Yeah.
Roll Show.
But
Yep,
I
we're
mean,
doing it
whatever.
tomorrow.
Sometimes it'll just randomly happen. I don't know. Do we have is there a movie I need to watch before Tuesday?
Halo.
Oh no. Hush.
No.
You hush. I've already no. I
I might
trashed
check
that
out.
Thursday night.
I might check out that Roadhouse with Jake Gyllenhaal, and I'm gonna give it a
Roadhouse.
spin.
The movie.
Shogun's good.
I'll watch it. I'll definitely watch it. I mean, why not?
Just shouldn't have named it Roadhouse.
Yes, they should not have.
I've been watching Shogun for Zax. It's really good.
Oh, it's awesome.
So if you haven't checked that out, but that's about it. Gonna go watch Ghostbusters this weekend. But I'm gonna watch Afterlife first. That's what I was told to do.
I thought I'd show you that this is what I'm working on, but I didn't mean for you to do it now. But when I talk,
Okay, Shellback, TJC, what do you got going on, brother?
Well, I guess you'll be able to see me tomorrow night. Me, or my buddy Rudolph on the Tuck and Roll tomorrow. That's about it.
Okay, Mahogany.
Okay, so
Titties, big
aside from
old
that,
bitties.
No, me, Bruce, and Mama Bear will be back on Sunday for the hangout. I think the main focus is going to be covering the whole Kotaku staff. I see laying off the whole GD. I want to get further into the whole GDC, that whole GD Scream thing, because I did bring that up on the show this morning.
50 guides a week. 50
Yeah.
guides a week.
We're gonna get into that. I want to do some. There's probably some SBI stuff I want to cover as well on Sunday, and I do want Bruce and Mama Bear's thoughts on this. As far as Machini in the Morning goes, I'm probably going to be continuing this illustration all the way into next week, but I do have one more that I want to put in before the March batch is over. Of course, a big thank you to my girl at the top left of your screen for the extra gifted membership, Squeaka. Thank you so much. I'm just going to be busy. I'm going to have one more up and running. I do want to get further. We did talk about the whole Patreon and all that stuff, and the not safe for work content stuff, and what the plans are going to be for the channel moving forward. As far as just the return of Machini Live, we're pushing for April, because I know it's been too long, and I really want to bring this, this entire show that started the channel, this entire extravaganza and such like that. But other than that, it's the same thing. I moved all of course, everybody knows I moved Machini in the Morning over to OBS, and I've had such a blast over there setting everything up. And I'm thinking about doing every show moving forward over to OBS, or possibly to whatever the streaming software that Culture uses, as I'm kind of in this process that I want to migrate out of StreamYard and over to something a bit better. So, but thank you everybody for the feedback. Thank you everybody so much, and of course, Loki, glad to have you back. I put something in the morning block, right? I put something on in the pre-show, right?
No, I haven't seen the pre-show.
Okay. So I do so I go live at 6:30 technically, but the first 30 minutes I just do a pre-show where
it's 8:30 Central for everyone who uses real time.
Yeah. So I do a pre-show basically because I'm on OBS and I can't set up streams like that. So I thought it'd be really cool to just kind of do like a pre-show where I had different shit on here. But sorry, where is my stuff? But I do let's see. So I do a kind of like a channel kind of style plug-in, and then I always throw this in here in between the different videos that I'm doing. By the way, I'm going back to time-lapse videos, speed art videos starting next week with the recent posts I've been making. But I like to do, where is it? Where can I find it? Oh, here we go, right here. Here we go. I do this little.
Yep. Damn straight.
I caught twice, but no, I put something here. I thought you guys liked that.
Good jiggle physics.
Oh, dude, that is so cool.
Machini, you can schedule with OBS, right?
I use Restream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I use Restream. OBS is Restream, so that's the thing. It's like I can schedule an event. I can set up an event, but I got to launch it, but it won't let me launch the event with OBS. That's the problem. So
okay.
But yeah, I thought but I put this as a little this is a little boring show thing, because it's done like a TV show and such like that. So
you got Valhalla.
Yeah,
like you got Valhalla in there, and dude, thank you so much, brother. Seriously.
So
cool.
So hopefully, as a way, I do think about you guys, and I know with snow and schedule, but hopefully, we get back to that. We try to keep the morning block going, and that's what I love doing, is doing the morning block with doing the morning block with Loki and Snow, and even though Culture doesn't know, but we like doing the morning block, like including his 6-minute daily in here as well. So, but that's something. Power is my mod, and he's always dropping news topics on there. But I do a pre-show in there, and then it just goes straight up to this. So I do like a 90s TV show, a 90s TV channel, basically.
Oh yeah, dude, I love that when you were coming up with that concept. I absolutely love that, bro.
So there you go. So working our way to 3K and all that good stuff. So
Power is here in the chat. You do a great job over there, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely wonderful job you do over at Machinies. You're one of the good ones, man. So keep at it. We've got a really great wrench team here in Valhalla, but Max got a really good guy over there, Power, who's been busting his butt, throwing out links, getting everything set up.
Power, Chris, and Chris, Rye Kitty, and Stunning are my 4 main mods now. So great modding team. So
70s, what do you got coming up, brother?
Well, obviously over in Snow tomorrow, Tuck and Roll show, and after that, after Tuck and Roll, the most exciting sports show on YouTube, Bourbon and Boarding.
Boobs and boredom.
Me and Eris were coming up with a thing where we were going to bag comics, and we were going to call that Boobs and Boarding.
Boarding, yeah, that would be good. That would be good. Yeah, so after Tuck and Roll, Brahma and I do our weekly Saturday night hockey show, which is a lot of fun. Doing quite well with that. And amongst other things, on my channel on Monday, my normal 3 p.m. Mountain Time, the only real-time Mountain Time, on my 3 p.m. Mountain Time show, it's only Tuck and Roll. We're going back to the movies.
The rest are in your imagination.
We're going to be at the movies this week, and we're going to be talking one of my formative science fiction movies of my younger days when I was a laddie, Colossus, the Forbidden Project.
Oh, that's a good film.
Which I always had a very, very deep love for. So we're going to talk about that on Monday. And also every week I'm doing Shogun reviews of each episode. Probably we'll do a video on Netflix's 3-body problem adaptation and poke large holes in it because I love
I've heard the Netflix one's terrible.
I have some big problems with it.
Oh no.
There's a few things I like about it, but there's some things I don't like. But anyway, they'll probably be doing something on that, but maybe at the end of watching all of them because they're all out there now. But otherwise, doing pretty well. And thanks, Loki, for doing this and for having me on as usual, mate. Love it. Thank you. Thanks, brother.
Thank you. Thank you for being here, bro. Thank you for taking the time to come and hang out. All of us, I appreciate all you guys for coming and hanging out. It's our little version of cheers at the end of the week where everybody knows your name. Ironcaster, what do you got coming up, brother?
Well, tomorrow I'll be on with T-shirt Destroying for the Week in Geek, where we will no doubt be talking about Wizards of the Coast because they sure love to stick their every single week. Like it has been so consistent. I've had to use that as effectively a sign off. But I think tomorrow night we'll be having on Comics Division to come talk and hang out with us for about an hour or so before the Cotton Council, before the Tuck and Roll show, whatever we're calling it over your show, Snow.
Yep, Tuck and Roll.
Yep. Okay, that's the one. Monday nights I'm on my channel for the weekend for the Mech Pit chat, where we are talking about all kinds of big robot stuff, including Brave Bang Bravern. And hey, that anime guy showed up because he knew I was about to talk about this.
Oh, Bravern. It is so gay, but it's so damn funny. It's so good. It's one of the best mech shows I've seen in a very long time.
Come watch this show where you will believe a man is gonna fuck a robot. Then of course,
it's not as hot as you think it sounds.
Wow. Okay then.
we're gonna get you guys to watch this. Believe us, it's so worth it.
I'll let Mike Roch know.
Then, of course, Tuesday will be on Talk Hard with Loki with Halo.
I don't want to talk about it. It's the dumbest shit ever.
I won't even watch it. I refuse to watch it.
Sorry.
The last episode is the dumbest thing anyone has ever put in television history. An entire species is taken over by a aggressive spore that got out of containment because there is no containment. They walk around laughing as people are being stabbed in the throat and being taken over by a fucking contagion that kills people, and they put the infected person in a cell.
Sorry, did you say an aggressive whore that got out of containment?
Sorry.
Pretty much.
Sorry,
still
Loki.
watch this.
Sorry, Loki, but Halo 4 Cortana is the only Cortana I need. So
it's the dumbest shit I've ever seen ever. And that's saying a lot. I watched Batwoman.
That's saying something.
That's saying something. Gary, bro.
Yeah, man.
What do you got? What do you got here? What do you got coming up?
This is the beginning of that chapter with the GTO versus bikers.
That's awesome.
I was having some fun with, you know.
I used to have a soft tail like that.
I love drawing, getting buildings and stuff, setting what's I refer to as establishing shots because I came up from the film industry, and you know, and I just created this whole place with a specific look. I wanted.
You got the hair right. Yeah, I mean, these guys look right. I'm the bald guy. My friend, my best buddy that I grew up with, he's got the long hair right there. Yeah, this all looks. Yeah.
And then the next page, I've not inked it yet. These are still pencils, and these are the roughs. I do blue roughs, and then I start doing my layout with the vehicle, the interior of the bar, interior of the vehicle, looking at the computer panels. And then I did go ahead and finish these two so you can actually read and get my humor and see how fucked up my humor is. And by the way, that is actor Kurt Yeager. And here, I'll just bring him up. They signed likeness agreements for my book. Kurt Yeager is my partner on the project. His partnership comes through whenever it gets optioned for a film. He has first right of refusal. Kurt Yeager is from Sons of Anarchy and a lot of different movies and TV shows. And the reason why he wanted to be a part of this is because he himself is an amputee. And he is a stuntman, does all of his own action stunts. And then Aaron Douglas, you might know him from Battlestar Galactica.
Yep.
He is plays Bill in the comic book. He's a friend of mine, known him for a while. And he is Bill, the tech guy that works with.
That's cool, mate. That's cool.
Kurt Russell's character.
Very cool.
I mean, Kurt Yeager's character. And so here we got it. You know, he's telling him that he's got all the information he needs. He knows where these bikers are going. And he goes, "Hey, were you born in a barn?" Shut the door. And he says, "You've been in there for a while. I'm just airing it out. I'm not saying you stink, but the van stinks of you." And so he's got that mean sense of humor that I have. So, and that's where we're at right now. Moving ahead. I don't want to show you the action scene because
you're good.
You need
bro.
to buy the book. You need to buy the book to see it.
Exactly.
Thank you for showing that though. But that scene with the bikers, I want to tell you something, guys. As a former biker who'll never get on a fucking motorcycle again, as soon as he popped that up, I was like, oh yeah, because there's my buddy Chris, and there's me, and there's our buddy Cornbread. Yeah, no, that's exactly. It's like holy shit. It's like you got all three of us right there. You got the bald guy, you got the long-haired guy. Yes,
Cornbread. Yeah, they're the officers in the group. That's why they're meeting alone at this bar.
Yeah,
to decide where to go because they in the book you'll find out that they're the ones who have been hiring these mercs to kill him, and he's just too good. He's a tier 1 operator. He's like, you guys don't know what you're fucking with here. And he's one of those guys that, well, when you see this movie coming out with Henry Cavill and what's his name from Reacher, you know, the League of Ungentlemanly Warfare, that is the beginning of how special forces started. And then you have tier levels in special forces, and your tiers are 1, 2, and then 3. 3 is next step up to becoming 2, and 2 is next step from becoming 1. 1 are the guys that you should be very afraid of, and they're constantly in combat. They're constantly at warfare, doing shit all over the world. People have no idea that we're in combat all the time in the Philippines. They have no idea. Nobody ever hears of this shit. I know it because I know guys in the system. And we're constantly dealing with radicals in the Philippines every day. And that's what tier 1 operators do. And they're the top cream on top
echelon,
of all the special forces. Now, it doesn't mean tier 2 and tier 3 can't do what tier 1 does, but tier 1 does it every day. And that's why they're tier 1. And eventually they retire, and tier 2, some of those guys move up. And that's how it works in special forces. And I never got to be a ranger. I wanted to be a ranger. I snore like a beast. It's like a wild fucking animal. Like, I've had people say that, like, dude, let me get to sleep. Stay awake just for a little bit. Let me get to sleep, because the sounds you make are horrifying. And so I couldn't be in the special forces because you can't snore, because you'll give your position away, your team away. And it broke my heart. And so instead, I like to write about these guys.
Yeah, well, Chris Persian says right here, if you like what he has shown us tonight, back the book, guys.
Please do so, guys. Please.
I'll back it. That is,
I already have. I was one of the first.
So, guys,
you're such a braggart, Brian.
I like to get into you first, Gary.
I was your first, laddie.
I like to get in there first, Gary, with you. So
I like it to pop when I go in.
70s, thank you, brother.
Yeah, I gotta drop out, guys, but have a great weekend. See you all soon.
You too, Brian. I'll see you later,
See
buddy.
You too, man.
Bye.
Snowed up, what do you got, bro?
Oh, same old, same old. One more half-ass tuck and roll show tomorrow night, and I think we're going to be fully back online here next week. I'll just echo what I said in the stream before this show on my channel, and that's just a big thank you to everybody that's helped out the channel, supported, shown love, like buttons, to shares, to super chats, to PayPal donations. I mean, you name it. There's so many awesome people in this fellowship, friendship, whatever you want to call it. And I'm very fortunate, very lucky to be here. And since I've had a little bit of time off working more and taking care of real life stuff, I've had time to reflect and see exactly what I have. And it is special and it's important. And what we do, maybe not all of us on the panel, but most of us, what we do is important to a lot of people, and probably way more people than you even realize. So keep going forward. Proud of all of you, and thank you. So, and great show tonight, Loki, and thank you especially for sticking by a puppet and doing these Friday night shows. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, dude, my pleasure. I didn't know I wasn't membered. I don't know what the hell happened. I know I was at some point. I don't know why.
Oh, that's my fault. I screwed with it. So yeah, that's all my fault. Don't worry about it.
It said, "Do you want to re-up?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah. Why am I not up? Why am I not up in the first place? I'm not freaking Mike Roch. Should have been up. Who did we lose?
That name.
Everybody loves Mike Roch.
I can't get enough of Mike Roch.
Mike Roch is always up.
Brandon, dude, you popped in on here at the end. What's up, brother?
Why, good evening, everyone. It's always good to see you. And of course,
I just hung out with you.
That's
Brandon.
right. We hung out yesterday and, talked about some weeb shit that's going on and fun stuff. And I've been blessed to have such a good season of television that unfortunately is coming to an end. And I'll be talking about it, of course, tomorrow on the Anime 101 show. And we're gonna go down two different rabbit holes tomorrow. We are gonna go down the ultra cute, super fluffy type of shows, and then we're going all the way down the degenerate hole. So it's gonna be a dichotomy of what the fucks and what the yay, the good stuff. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Of course, Ryan Roger Athe is gonna be on, and then after that,
Did you don't forget to tell him what I said?
Oh.
I love Roger, man. Our show is the first one he ever jumped onto, and his limey internet and his camera was just crap. Nothing worked.
Yeah.
And so whenever I see him, I said, "Oh, it's that limey prick. I hate that guy." He's so nice, definitely. Though. He's a real nice guy.
Yes,
Thanks.
and of course, it's always good to see everybody. Of course, Loki and Mary. It's been a while, Mary and Squeaka. It's good to see you. Shellback, hello to you. McKinney, hello there. Snowdub, Snow. I'm hoping to get to see you back online, man. It's been a while. So, yeah. Other than that, kids are out on holiday this week, and it's been all quiet here on the Western Front.
This is why we start winding down 25 minutes before we actually end the show, because that's how long it usually takes. God help us. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Big thank you to Mary, Squeaka, Jagiri, Shellback, Peaches and Cream, Anime Guy, Snowdub, the Rooster Dave Bob, everybody that's been in here, everybody that's been hanging out all night. You guys are absolutely the best. The sheep herder, the guy who boinks his sheep. We love you, brother. 70s. Guys, take care.
Oh, the wee Scottish sheep fucker.
The wee Scottish sheep fucker. Hey. Guys, take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak, friend, enter. We'll see you on the next one. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Later.
Peaches.
Bye.
Peaches.
I love you.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.